Hey YouTube, this is Corlash1990, and today I have my Alpha Clash, like ClashCon 2024, like recap video for today. And basically, just like the gist of it was, it was an absolute blast. I'm really glad I went. It was kind of a spur of the moment, kind of a decision to go to this, and yeah, I'm so glad I went. How can I put this? It was really eye opening to just see how great the development team for Alpha Clash is, and even the community itself. All the interactions I had with everyone there were incredibly positive and just very like welcoming. It had sort of like a almost like a small family vibe with it, and they made me feel like I was a part of the family just pretty much immediately. There was very few moments where you're like, at a con or whatever, and you're like awkwardly standing around trying to figure out what you're doing or, you know, or whatever. And I had pretty much no moments like that. Yeah, it was really inspiring just for me as well to focus on my own stuff that I'm doing, like, like my card game and everything. And it really motivated me to step up my game on that. And just again, a huge shout out to the Rising Empire Studios development team. They're all incredibly kind people. The Ridge was super cool to talk to. I even, his parents were there. We got to meet his parents, and Al and the author of the book, also an incredibly kind guy. My girlfriend went with me. She doesn't really play this game a whole lot. She kind of just plays it to because I played, and so she's kind of like humoring me with it more or less. But she had a really great time too. She actually hung out with the development team and was just hanging out and talking with them, just like casually hanging out with them the entire weekend. Like she made friends with the creators' parents, was like talking with them for quite a while, and especially with Al, and I believe it was his girlfriend. Sorry if I'm wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it was his girlfriend that was there with him, and she really connected with both of them. And she actually they actually took her out to a bar for for drinks while I was playing one of the main events, and they had this crazy escapade of like stories that happened at the bar and everything, and they kind of like adopted her as their second, like their daughter essentially. And it was really cool just to see that. And like what the reason why I'm getting at here is ClashCon was pretty much all about like that vibe, and it really was. It was one of the most welcoming conventions I've like ever been to for how like small it was. It was still really like personal and kind of like an intimate sort of a thing, and it was just really refreshing. Like Sorcery is definitely my favorite game on just on my channel and just for me personally. But I had more fun at ClashCon than I did SorceryCon. So for me personally, anyway, that says quite a bit. And so that was like the main sort of recap for that con, and I kind of just wanted to go over some of the cool swag that I got. Again, I got everyone who signed up like VIP or played in the main event got this really cool Genesis playmat, and you also got one of these incredibly sweet looking Genesis contender promos. Like I'm trying to get the texturing on camera, but there's so much texture to this card, and the foiling is just absolutely beautiful. And it's like this stuff is like gold, but when the light hits it right, it kind of has like like right there, it has like an opalescent sort of like an aftershine to it. And what's even cooler is on the back, it's the full art. And yeah, this is probably one of the coolest Alpha Clash promos that they've made. And you got this and this really sick looking playmat just for showing up. Like having the VIP ticket. Like I wasn't even playing in the Pro Tour or the Awakening event. I just did side events and I still got, all of this. And on top of that, with all the other cool stuff that I got, I'll move this card. I also picked up a Torque playmat, which is really nice. It's got the stitched edging, and it's kind of like a thicker material, and it's really, really nice. But I'll keep this playmat on screen for now. Put this sick promo right up here, and some of the other promos that you could get, exclusively to that event. were these full art, and I'll put some of these down. So these full art Victory Peak promos, and the way you can see that all the texturing there as well, it's kind of making my camera freak out, honestly. But the way you got these was they had like a card that had different things you had to do. So there's like seal, draft, the Wham, which was like win a master set, and then there was, I think, Gambit was on there, which is the new multiplayer format, which I freaking love that format, by the way. But if you got all of those checked off, you would turn in that card and they would give you one of these. Or if you bought a booster box, they would just give you one of these. Didn't matter what booster box, as long as you just bought a box, you got one of these promos. And these are like super limited. I want to say there was like 200-ish of these made, and there was like 120 of these made or something. Super limited stuff. And like I'm pretty sure these are tournament playable. Just have like a copy on the side, because this is actually a pretty good card. But yeah, gosh, it looks so good. And so got two of them from buying boxes, and then the third one I got in a different way that I'll go over in a minute after I go over all the other stuff. In fact, I will go over these with this, because these were obtained in a very certain and very cool way, something I've never seen at a convention before. And then during the week, they were just like handing promos out to people. This one I got from the store just for buying like X amount of stuff. Yeah, one of the guys behind the counter just like gave, it was my girlfriend that bought all the stuff, but he just like gave her a case topper, which is, these are, you have to buy a case just to get one of these. So super, super cool of them to do that. And I'll get these out of, there's like a glare right here, but yeah, awesome. I don't plan on ever getting rid of this, by the way. I'm going to keep this because it has that memory sort of tied to it. And then this iconic art, which you get one of these per box. Their social media guy, Josh, I think is his name, also incredibly kind guy. He was just walking around with promos on the last day and just handing, like, he had a stack of them, like an actual like stack of promos. He'd go up to this random people and fan them out and be like, pick a promo. And I had my girlfriend pick out the one for me, and yeah, she got this really sweet looking iconic art, which I didn't get one of these in my boxes, so it was really cool to have that. And plus, it was, the Genesis, very Genesis heavy weekend to say the least. And I want to say he went to everyone that was in the room on the last day and was just handing out these promos. There was all sorts of promos. I don't think there was like case toppers, but it was like stacks of epics and then iconic arts, and it was very, very cool. So now the story with these three, as I'm manhandling these unsleeved, very valuable cards. They had this big, it was kind of like is it Gunpla? Is not Gunpla. That's, what are the gotcha games or whatever they're called, where it's this big container, it's got all these little capsules, and it's like a mystery thing, right? And you put a quarter in and you spin it and you open the thing and the ball comes out and you open to see what you get. They had one of those there, and essentially how you would get a chance to spin it and, get a random prize out of it was if you won any event, whether it was a side event or like one of the main events or whatever, you got a ticket and you could redeem it for like a free spin on the thing. And all the tickets were super random, like a gold card, or you would get like a full set of like a card, like every printing of like one type of card. You'd get like these cool Origin promos. You can get the Victory Peak stuff. I think they even had like Genesis stuff. They had free 2-player mats. They had 2-player Clash kits, booster boxes, master sets, all sorts of stuff was in there. Like some pretty high dollar expensive stuff. And on the last day, they opened the machine up to people where they can spend $10 and get a spin on it. And everything in there was at least $10 of value. I spun it 6 times and everything I got was at least valued. Like if I were to buy whatever I got, at the very least was $20. So like one of my things was a 2-player Clash kit. I'm pretty sure there was like 15 to $20. So, I mean, that's cool. I was not complaining about getting a Clash kit. I bought, I got a bunch of booster packs out of one of them. I got this gold I Am Demise, which if you don't know what these are, they're incredibly rare cards you can get out of booster packs. They're of, I think, like uncommons. Yeah, uncommons in the set. There's one for each color in the set. And the chances of opening a gold card are, I think, one in a case, which is 1 out of 10 boxes. So this is like an incredibly rare chase card. And one of the tickets I got was this card. Another one was a Victory Peak promo. Another one was like this Rizlax Origin promo and a crap ton of booster packs. And that whole experience was super cool. Like, gosh, I'm kind of rambling, but they were really, really generous to the people who went to this event. And they were just dumping promos on people like left and right and free prize swag and all of this other stuff. And it was really, really awesome. I don't know how else to explain it really outside of that. I don't know. The development team for Alpha Clash, it's not just that they were giving a bunch of free stuff away and that's what makes them great. What truly made them great in my eyes was the fact like when you went and talked to them, it wasn't like they were just like kind of humoring you and just yeah, okay, cool, whatever, and on to the next person. No, they were like sitting down and having in-depth, full-on conversations with you and like actually partaking in the conversations that you're having. And it was just really friendly, really welcoming, and yeah, I haven't had an experience like that. Like I got to meet the creator of Sorcery at ClashCon, and or not ClashCon at SorceryCon, and it's not that he was rude or anything. It's just we said a couple sentences to each other, and then that was like kind of it, and it didn't. The conversation didn't go anywhere. I like actually talked to Ridge for I don't know a good like 30 minutes, maybe like an hour or two throughout the entire event, and he was just really engaging to talk to, and you could really get a feel of his passion and his drive for what he's doing. And this game is definitely like a passion project to him, and it made me want to play and support this game that much more, seeing how passionate he was about this and how much of himself he is putting into this game. And I don't know, it was really, I keep saying really a bunch, but it was awesome to see and experience that. And even the rest of the development team, they were just as passionate and driven as he was. So yeah, I don't know. I want to go to ClashCon again next year for sure. And hopefully it's a little bit closer than North Carolina because I don't like flying like at all. So I was kind of stuck on a plane for a much, much longer than I wanted to, but totally worth it in the end. And gosh, what else did I get? I got a bunch of like Alpha Clash specific sleeves. There's like some really cool flare ones. These sleeves are actually nice. They like shuffle really well. They're like a matte texturing. What else? I got some Lin ones as well because you got to get Lin. Got some Torque ones, and then what was the other? Oh yeah, Krung sleeves for well my Krung deck. And yeah, they're like they had the stacks of stickers. So I got like a bunch of stickers. I got well more than this, but they're already on my like tablet case that I have and all this other stuff. I got a lot of Clash Ground stickers. I kind of just let these hang out and live here. And I also got I got another mat as well. Got another Genesis mat. Got two of them because my girlfriend and I both got VIP packages. And I picked up this really nice Torque binder, and it's like a zipper binder, and it's you can put all your cards and stuff in there. And I did a ton of trading. I was actually able to like finish and make my Genesis deck, so I got all the cards I was missing for it. So definitely expect a deck tech on this in the future, and I'll kind of briefly go over some of the stuff in here. Like I got, I traded for all four of these. I traded for this Alpha Rare. This is my hands down my favorite art in the entire game, and man, the foiling is just it's so good, and the texturing and everything. Gosh, what else did I traded for? Pretty much like most of this deck. I got three or four shocking revelations in a trade, and yeah, it's just everyone that was doing trades was super friendly. I had people just give me some of the cards I was looking for. Like they weren't like epics or anything, but actually no, I had someone give me an epic actually for free just for just hanging out talking with them, and just the generosity and all the people there was really refreshing to see. I don't know, just everything was just top notch, excellent, coolest con I had been to. especially for the size of it. I want to say in total there were 66 people that played in the Pro Tour, and I want to say in total there was probably close to like 80, 90 people there. And for the event space, it was perfect. It didn't feel crowded. It felt like the appropriate amount of people for the size space that we had. And the hotel was excellent outside of me getting stuck in the elevator for a little bit, and then they ended up closing the elevator down on Sunday. I'm quite unlucky with getting stuck in elevators. That was probably the fourth or fifth time I've been stuck in an elevator. Luckily, it wasn't for multiple hours like it was the most previous time I was stuck in an elevator. But yeah, outside of that, the hotel was great. All of the food that they had catered the event was really good, and especially the local donut shop that came by and they donated just a ton of donuts for the event. And yeah, what else? I just outside of just me having an excellent time, and my girlfriend especially, who again like doesn't really play this game and it's not her thing, she still had a blast there. So I think that says a lot to how this event went, and I heard absolutely no one complain about it while I was there. So anyway, that is the recap video. Again, a 10 out of 10 home run out of the park experience. And thank you again to the Rising Empire Studio team for throwing such an amazing con. And shout out to all of the people that I met while I was there, whether it was with trading or playing in the sealed or draft events that I did. You were all incredibly kind people and greatly appreciated. And it was cool meeting fellow content creators. I'm still a very small, like very, very small channel, though the channel is growing quite well. Um, it was cool just meeting a bunch of other content creators, and they had a, gosh, oh, one more thing. Josh had held a content creator kind of discussion area, like thing, where he talked about content creation and how to like better, make it. So I took a lot of notes from that to hopefully give back to all of you. So definitely expect some better stuff coming next year. I'm still teaching myself video editing. Again, I'm not the most tech savvy person, so it's going to take some time for me to be comfortable putting out more edited content, I should say. And I was going to say something else and then I trailed off and totally forgot what I was going to say. But anyway, 10 out of 10, definitely recommend going. And if you don't play Alpha Clash, I would highly consider looking into it. The newest set is great. The art is perfect. I think the game is finally, to the area it wants to be. But with each set, the game gets better and better. And with some of the set 5 spoilers that we were shown and just the release schedule, now is probably a really good time to get into Alpha Clash. And one more additional thing if you're still listening. The Gambit format, the multiplayer format is awesome. It is freaking awesome. You have 4 people and there's a portal between the person to, if you're on the far left corner, there's a portal between you and the person to your right and the person in front of you. And then there's a portal in the middle. And you can't do anything to anyone unless a portal is open to physically attack them or blow up their stuff or mess with them in any sort of way. And my gosh, the politics that got involved with that game, like we had one person opening up a portal, both of my portals, to have people attack me or me blow stuff up for them. It was some of the most fun I have had in a card game in quite some time, and I really look forward to that being an official thing. I have a screenshot of the rules. Maybe I'll try printing them out and then posting them in my community tab. If I might have actually already done that, I can't remember what I've posted already. But look out for that. And then next year, it is 100% confirmed, the solo PvE mode for Alpha Clash. And I'm not going to really go into a whole lot of details about it. I'll let, them deal with spoiling more of that. But it's going to be epic. It's going to be cool. So definitely look out for that as well. It should be out mid next year. May, June, or like June, probably around like June or something like that, I think is what the timeline was. But anyway, enough rambling. If any of you are still listening, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that cool stuff. I am officially over 600 subscribers, which was my goal for the end of the year. So thank you to all of you. It is much appreciated. 700 is the next goal. I hope to be there by the end of next year, which with how the channel's growing, I'm pretty sure I'll be there much sooner. But yeah, until next time, I'll catch y'all later. See ya.